Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about the part of fortune in the sign Scorpio in a natal chart. Now, having the part of fortune in Scorpio, keep in mind that part of fortune can be about the cultivation and growth of the qualities of that sign and applying it in a way where it can be fortuitous to a person. So, early on in life, prior to adulthood, perhaps this person may have had difficulty, perhaps with resourcefulness, and maybe in difficulty seeing beyond the surface or what was superficial, not really seeing maybe false pretenses, being beguiled or deceived easily, or more easily, I should say, as opposed to later on in life. Now, as time progresses and as this person advances into adulthood, it could be where the person applies the positive attributes of Scorpio and could benefit strongly from it. It could be having ability to delve deep into situations and having penetrating insight, knowing who's duplicitous and who isn't. And it could indicate a lot of emotional intensity put into the area into a certain sector of life, and that would be depending on the house placement of the part of fortune in Scorpio. Now, it could be that the person may benefit perhaps through Scorpio-like endeavors or careers. This could be something connected with astrology, the occult, supernatural subjects, perhaps forensics, police, detective work, something where they're getting to the bottom of mysteries, and they're in something connected with problem solving. It could even be somebody that helps a person with I guess you could say, for example, could be very isolated, but problem solving in school, helping a younger person, maybe with it could be some kind of brain teasers or mathematical problems to solve, just something connected with that. The Scorpio also, it could be somebody that maybe becomes interested in psychology or psychiatry, something along those lines, perhaps. And Scorpio is also about transformation, so this could be somebody that may get benefit perhaps through motivation, helping transform others' lives is another thing, possibility. Now, I looked at it was interesting that actor Leonardo DiCaprio has the part of fortune in Scorpio in his second house of income. Well, this could show where Leonardo DiCaprio may have, we look at Scorpio as being a resilient sign, so it could be somebody that may have had a bounce back, maybe through some setbacks on the way to generating a good income, but in the long run he may have very well used some Scorpio-like characteristics to have to have a very I guess you could say a fortuitous situation connected with his income. And he also has his sun sign in Scorpio, so that helps as well, I would say. So as far as the resiliency goes. And we'll take another example. Let's say that somebody were to have the part of fortune in Scorpio in their fourth house of home and family. Well, Scorpio is a sign that likes to delve deep and go and could be into extensive research and getting to the bottom of things. Well, if it's in the fourth house, somebody that has this placement may, for example, go on to like a website like Ancestry.com or do some extensive research online, maybe getting into as far as their finding out about their ancestors, finding out about certain things connected with family members, and could very well benefit from it. It could be someone that finds a long lost relative that and bonds with them and has a good rapport with him or her, and after maybe the person had supposedly vanished after a number of years. I'm using that as kind of a remote or isolated example, but still it can apply. And someone that could also inject a lot of emotional intensity maybe into home matters such as home renovation, repair, and could be gardening, cultivating, putting new things, installing new things in the home. So those are some examples as far as the part of fortune in Scorpio in the fourth house. So really, it's just about this person being able to, as hitting adulthood, being very resourceful, being very insightful, and not using any negative qualities of Scorpio, such as perhaps being vengeful or overly secretive. It could be somebody that knows what they could, what should be private, what they should suppress from others, and what they can reveal comfortably as well. So that's another thing to look at as far as the part of fortune in Scorpio goes. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for having the part of fortune in Scorpio in a natal chart. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about having the part of fortune in Sagittarius in a natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.